Well, I've been alive an awful long time, and I've never seen anything quite like this. So there he goes. It's 2:47, the same day. I notice everybody on Facebook has trouble saying what day it is. I think it's funny because nobody freaking knows anymore. And we have them, everywhere. It's 2 hours before the last video. I'm documenting this just because you can see the soupy mess everywhere. There's one tracking that way. There's one tracking this way. There's one tracking down that way. And this is what they've done. Here we have a plane with no chemtrails. You can see them right there. Let's see. Since I can't see, it's going to be hard. This is a train with no this is a plane with no chemtrail. So, this is amazing how that works. And I don't know if I'm actually looking at it because I can't see. I think we might see them in there. Big, nice, pretty jet with no trail coming out the back because jets don't make trails like that. They would have to be really, really, really high. So they're spraying us with shit here. Lithium, barium, strontium, aluminum, biological weapons. I've heard plasma, sulfur. I've heard all kinds of things. So there's a plane probably coming into Cleveland. I don't know if you can even see that plane. But he sure as hell don't have no chemtrail behind him because they don't have chemtrails. That guy up there, however, scroll back in and out. And again, I can't see what I'm doing because I can't see anything actually, and you probably won't either. Just living a big old Duke of whatever it is, and boy, have they stepped it up a notch. They've really stepped this shit up. Well, what should I say? Step it up. They've been stepping it up the whole time. The one I took in there's one jetting this way. So right now in my little window of nowhere, Ohio, I've counted 6. One, you can see that one in the background, can't you? I think again, 2 of them crisscrossing right now. 1, 2. The ones over here we can't see anymore because they're not gone. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. They move pretty fast at 500 miles an hour. I think I got one there. Yep, I do. There's one coming up there. He's really laying it too. See the straight line up? Actually coming my way, another one. And there's, of course, the moon. And I wonder what all these aviators are thinking about this. All these people who actually fly planes. I really wonder what they're thinking. Because they know better. All of them combined know better. That this isn't the sky that they were used to flying in. Now imagine most of them are flying below these little planes. That crap. And then they can go up the big jetliners up and over this crap. But from what I saw, I believe, here it goes up over the roof of the house there. Jeez, how ugly is that cloud? It's almost spooky, serene. I read somewhere they use this for psychological warfare. Or they've thought about all the reasons why to use this kind of crap other than the so-called geoengineering. And one of them is to scare the shit out of people, which I think they've done. And at least not scared me, but being a solar engineer, if you will, I spent my entire college year studying renewable resources and solar energy. Oh, there's another one. Let's go this way. I can tell you that they aren't playing around with this. There's 2 of them crisscrossing right over the house. I'm going to try and go in on that one. I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know if I'm aimed at it at all. What's going on. This is just my camera phone, of course. And you probably can't see anything there. Let's try that again. Anyway, I'm documenting this for myself. And there goes one straight that way in the background. And here's this guy. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Come on, I live in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, as you can see. Look at this. See, there's nothing. And for me to look out here, I'm going to say we are at the point of 70 passes an hour over my little house. How many planes would have to do that? I don't know. I do realize doing 500 miles an hour, they can cover some ground. The fact that I can see that plane way up there is kind of disturbing to me. I don't remember seeing planes flying all over the place ever. I am 53 years old. I do remember what this stuff looked like at one point. And the fact that they don't openly acknowledge and say exactly what they're doing. Well, they have. They've told us. Harvard University has told us that they think this is a great idea. I think they're out of their freaking minds, tell you the truth. You start messing with the ecosystem like this, what's going to become of it? Yeah, what's going to become of it? How much of the sun's rays have they turned off? These guys are looking and seeing halos, and they're like, oh my God, is there supposed to be a halo around the sun? No, there's not supposed to be a halo around the sun. I think, well, at any rate, this just ended up to be a rambling video, and all blurred and stuff. Whatever. But I bet many of us are rambling. I told my wife, I just wanted to get like 5 minutes of sun this weekend. Just 5 or 10 minutes, because the UVC is now hitting the earth due to the fact that our solar grand minimum, I think, has lowered our magnetic shields and ability to protect UVC from coming in here. I believe that's why they're doing this in the first place. But that answer is not good enough for me, because they've been doing it year in and year out for decades. So whatever, there's a plane in the background with no chemtrail, of course. But I wish for disclosure as an American citizen, a person of the United States. I ask for some disclosure. I'm sure everybody else in every country in the world is doing the same thing. They are dead serious about whatever they're doing, and it's scary. I think it's scary. How could you possibly gas up the entire atmosphere? It used to be so big for me. The atmosphere, dear Lord. But there they go. They're having no problems with it. They do need an awful lot of planes and people doing this, though. They sure do. One just went over this way, backwards, and I'm going to try and show the streak that there he is. Look at him. You can see that streaker. And at this point, he's just living a big, and this shit is all over my house. I don't want to breathe this crap in. You know this is falling down. I've had a cough for months. Yes, I smoke, but I never get a cough like that. This is a different kind of cough. And yeah, it's alarming. They're going to make everybody sick. Here comes another guy over here. This is ridiculous. What is this? A 4-minute video, and I've counted 20 of them or something. There's one back in there. I don't know if you can see him. It's ridiculous. At this point, I feel like I'm in some kind of space movie, some kind of sci-fi. Look at the lines on that. Look at this straight up. Yuck. This camera's probably catching that, I'm sure. Yeah, it's probably catching it. It's not the best camera phone in the world, but it's not bad. Look at this. One pan. We're gonna do one pan around here again. Like I said, I'm documenting this for myself. I do have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to this stuff, and I have tried to study the crap out of this, just because I'm concerned for the kids' welfare. You go ahead and tune the sun's ability to put down rays, even 10%. You're gonna change a lot. In previous videos, I've talked about the fact that that you may be heating us up. You may be actually doing the opposite, because it's holding down heat. And when they let it go at night, it's supposed to convect off the earth, and it does. So we've had some extreme differential temperatures between night and day. I don't know if anybody's picked that up on that, but it could be in the north anywhere from 60 and going down to below freezing, under 32 in Fahrenheit. And some of that was normal when we didn't have all of this, but now it's just causing alarm, because first of all, it's visually scary. Second of all, it's science-wise pretty scary. Who do these guys think they are? Thinking they know what they're doing with this? Who the hell are these people? Here we go again. Look, in the same 5-minute video. Can you guys see that? We got one of them over there cranking in hot. One of them cranking up from there hot. And in 5 or 6 minutes, I've got 30 planes. There goes a little plane in the background. I don't know if you can see that. A little Cessna's taking off. I've never seen so much air traffic in my life. Not in my entire life. Oh, there's another one up there. Can you guys see that? This is, I don't know. I'm just like sickened by this. Why in Little Town, Ohio? But I'm sure this is everywhere. I got 3 in that picture. You guys see the 3? I don't know. Like I said, it's so bright out here. I've got polarized lenses on, and I can't see the camera, so I'm guessing that you can see that. Let me go out, get the focus in there, just let that go right in that area. There's 3. What are farmers thinking? Old people like me. Oh, there's another one off in the distance. Can you see him? Right in this area, I got 4 moving at the same time, but if I could really see, I'd see a heck of a lot more. And now it's no longer like, ooh, there's another one. Ooh, there's just a constant barrage. I filmed one yesterday, None of these went on the internet. This is mostly just for me. But I filmed one yesterday. There was 9 of them right in front of me at the same time. I'm like, 9? What are these, drones? You're trying to tell me these are all pilots? Pilots flying on Sunday, Saturday, Easter, Christmas, whatever day of the year. They just fly continually around the world spraying us with this shit? Is that what they do? And if they did, how much money would that cost? And what I want to know is how much exhaust is coming out of those jets. What is that doing to the atmosphere? Constantly ripping through the atmosphere 500 miles an hour with a bunch of jet plumes coming out the back. And I don't mean plumes like this. I mean, you know, your mixture of the petrochemicals breaking down in our atmosphere, carbon dioxide or monoxide or whatever the heck is coming out of the back of the jet, mixing with whatever's in the atmosphere. They cannot be good anyway, regardless of what they're putting in the atmosphere. Some guy put up a video where he had launched a hot air balloon, and one of these planes just happened to fly over his hot air balloon, and it was pretty frightening. It was doing 500 miles an hour, made a hellacious sound, and yeah, pretty frightening just seeing one of those things fly by at close angle. Here you go, watch that. See that breaking up? It's so gross. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm like flicking all over the place with this, but you see how gross that is, how it's breaking up? And of course, there's rainbows coming through it and everything. You know, some of these planes are tankers spraying a big swath. Some of these are commercial jets that got it mixed in with their fuel lines, and they're spreading something that makes that. And then some of these guys are spraying a big swath of stuff that does something else. I'm just wondering why more commercial jet people are not talking. Either these are drones moving around, which it almost seems like to me at this point. There's just no way all these people, all these commercial airline pilots have not talked about this yet or not broken their oath. Remember, their kids got to breathe this in too. So I don't know. I think they're playing with fire. You know, wouldn't it be much better for us to, instead of spray the atmosphere with a bunch of shit, figure our shit out down here? You know, stop all the cars, make them run on hydrogen right away. Make that water as fuel. Get into what we already know is possible. You know, we can do electrolysis. We know how to split hydrogen oxygen. We know how to put that stuff in, make it mobile so it can be trucked around in trucks and decentralized. We know how to do that shit. Centralized power's out. If you ask me, the 5G thing is about them trying to make a gridless power unit using Tesla's principles. They're going to be using RF waves to do this stuff. And there won't be energy as we know it. There'll be a different type of energy going over radio frequencies, EMF, electromagnetic stuff, if that's even a word in Tesla's world, which I don't think it is. But if you ask me, that's what all this 5G is about. They're trying to get rid of that grid, and everything's going to run automatically. And from what I saw on one guy's thing, his name's Gerhard Morin. He's got an engine that's 1,000 times more powerful than a regular motor. It's not a gas engine, it's an electric motor, but it's not electric. It runs on RF. And this is one hell of a development. He's giving it out for free to anybody who wants it, license free. You can find them on the internet. I've downloaded all of his stuff because I'm fascinated. Here you go. Here's this big thing that was left. So enough of this chemtrail baloney for now. This is a rather long video, longer than I'm accustomed to making. I just can't help myself with any of this shit. And yeah, they're putting stuff up there and they're electrifying everything. I just hope that this is going to be good. It already doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel good at all. It doesn't feel healthy. It doesn't look healthy. There's that cough I've been working on for months. And yeah, all these dumb adult allergies. Yeah, sure. Kids having asthma, all these kids get sick. Sure. You spray a bunch of shit like that. What is that shit anyway? What is it? Because whatever it is, it's falling on me in mass amounts. Here you can see it moving now. If I hold the camera steady, you can see that shit moving. Normally it doesn't move, it just hangs there. So you can see there's stuff above it that's not moving. But the stuff below is. So they got it at different layers. And I've learned, oh, there's one in the background. Jesus Louise. Okay. What I've learned with this is that the atmosphere, when you get up there high enough, everything kind of levels out at its own atomic weight. So if they're spraying all these different things up there, and they're high enough, and they'd have to be high enough, all these chemicals kind of level out at their own atomic weight. Here's another one.
I got it in the house.
What do you got?
I got this
No, 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 no. Stop. That thing's broken. Stop.